What's going on, guys? It's your boy Lazio Close coming at you for another episode of the Kicking Cleats pod. We have a lot to talk about, so let's not waste any time. Let's jump into City action. Can we talk about Inter for a second, just for 2 seconds? We know they're gonna win the league. We know this. It's just crazy how they just keep going. They steamrolling with a coach that I despise. No, I'm kidding. But I really do hate Inzaghi. But with a coach that we really didn't think that we're gonna win so many titles in a short amount of time. Coppa Italia's, the Super Cups. Now he's gonna be winning, the Serie A with them and stuff like that. So he just transformed the team from, winning the Scudetto, a couple years ago with Conte and stuff like that, and kind of having a little bit of a knock. But once Inzaghi came in, again, I hate to say it, he's just kind of revamped this team and made them into a team that like everybody's scared of. Even in Champions League. Champions League, they make some teams scary. I mean, we look at it last season, they made it to the final against Man City and they made Man City sweat. It was a 1-0 loss to Inter, but they made City sweat. So cruising past Salernitana, the Seahorses, 4-0. And again, Martinez, again, if nobody chases Martinez this summer, you're out of your goddamn mind, honestly. Okay, obviously, Kylian Mbappe is going to Real, but, teams like Atletico, teams like Barca, I mean, you guys could be looking into it, at least, looking into it. Because this guy's just on fire. My favorite, my all-time favorite game of this weekend. I get it out of it. I just gotta get it out. I have to get it out. Juventus and Verona, 2-2.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
I like very much, yes. Is excites me. This makes me so happy that Juventus is struggling. I know my team is garbage. I accepted the fact that my team doesn't do so well. I've accepted that years ago, and I'm okay with that. But y'all Juventus fans, you guys go buck wild. You went even far enough to spend money to put Allegri out on Times Square. You guys are hilarious. You guys are so funny. Wasting that money just to put a message on Times Square where probably half of that population doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about. They know nothing. They probably think it's a new movie coming out or something. Hilarious. This is the best thing ever. And again, against Verona, which they gave you guys a fight. They gave you guys a run for your money. So, Allegri, you gotta go, buddy. Even though I would love you to stay, I would love you to warm up that Juventus seat in that Pachina there. You gotta go, man. You just gotta go. Regardless of how many cups you bought, I mean, won, of all the stuff that you did, you gotta go. That was the past. Today's today, man. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Ciao. Genoa, Napoli. Now, this just in. Napoli just sacked their coach. They just sacked Walter Mazzarri, which previously worked with Napoli about, I think it was 10 years ago. It was a good stint he had with them. That's when he had Lavezzi, Cavani, Hamzik. He had the OG Napoli squad. And I think that was the issue with Napoli. They thought that he'd be a cheaper alternative and he would kind of bring that old school mentality and kind of take these rocket of players and transform them to those kind of similar players that we had, like the Hamzik, Lavezzi, and stuff like that. And obviously, it backfired. I mean, Osimhen had to go to the Africa Cup of Nations. Krava was meh. You know what I mean? Like that team still struggled, and it doesn't look good on a team that you're having your second sacking of the season. I mean, we usually don't see that. We had a couple teams this season that did that, but it just looks so bad on a club. It just gives you kind of that misjudgment on a coach. That's why you're getting paid the big bucks. That's why you have the big bucks. That's why you make the big bucks, right? Is to have that kind of, at least that sense of judgment, good judgment. And because a lot of money's on the line, you know what I mean? People, fans pay a lot of tickets to see these guys, especially when they won the Scudetto last season. And I think it's just the curse. I think it's the curse of the Scudetto. You don't really see teams winning it year after year. We're going to exclude Juventus. We're going to exclude Juventus, right? If you know what I mean. We don't see that often. as much as we want to, right? I think you could be a little superstitious about it. I mean, it could be like a little bit of a curse. Yeah, it could be a little bit of a curse. But just that this much of a curse though, like ninth place, really tying with the likes of Genoa, losing garbage points against these smaller teams. So yeah, I know I kind of feel for the Napoli, the team and the fans because it's you win it and next season you do okay. It's okay to like not win it the next season, that's fine. But to do it this badly, I don't know, man. Like it's not looking too hot. Bologna, what can I say about Bologna cold cuts? I think this team is going to qualify. At least Conference League is there. Europa League is almost there. Champions League, that'd be interesting. Imagine Saputo, the guy who makes Joe Louis, his team goes to Champions League. Imagine Saputo, Mr. Joe Louis goes to the Champions League. Like, just imagine they make like the Joe Louis, but with the Champions League sign. Imagine with the Champions League emblem. That'd be amazing. That'd be so good. I'd fucking eat 100 of those. Diabetes. I'd get so many of those. It'd be crazy. But yeah, Bologna, aka Bologna, beating Lazio 2-1. I knew that they were gonna win. Lazio always, even before they had this magical good run with Thiago Motta, aka the fake Italian. Even before they had this magical run, they were just shitting the bed with Bologna. I don't know what it is. Again, maybe it could be the cold cuts. Maybe it could be, Saputo in the stands doing a little Malocchio, a little Montreal Canadian Malocchio. Maybe, who knows? Like, I don't know what it is, but it's not right. This shit's got to stop, man. Lazio's got to win these games, man. They got to try to qualify for Champions League. I swear to God, if they didn't qualify for Champions League, look, that's a big no bueno, my friends. A big no bueno. Big no bueno. Frosinone Roma, which I really hope Frosinone don't get relegated, man. My nonno's gonna cry his face off if he no. I think he's gonna go to the last game. I think he already booked his tickets. I think he's good to go to the last game. I think he bribed the doctor enough to go overseas. He's old as shit. And he's like 90 years old. He can't travel, and all of a sudden he can travel. So I wonder. You catch my drift? Okay, good. You're picking up what I'm putting down or whatever that bunch of cake saying is. Okay, good, perfect, fantastic. But yeah, Frosinone. I mean, tough loss against Roma. Can we talk about Dean Holligan or Collagen, whatever his name is? Can we talk about celebration for a second? Now, you can shush players, you can shush the fans, no problem. And you're a center back, and center backs usually don't score goals. And that was a nice goal. That was a ripa. That was a nice goal he scored. That was very good. He from center back to played kind of a center forward role for a split second, hot minute there. It was good. It was nice. Shush, do whatever. My man. You do the suey though. The fuck you doing? Okay? Enough. If I see a player that does the suey one more time, you're getting a jar sugo to the head. Okay? Enough. These guys need to stop doing the suey. Okay? Stop paying tribute to Ronaldo. Ronaldo's my boy. He's my man. I love him. But he didn't die. The motherfucker didn't die. Okay? He's alive. You don't need to do the suey. Think of something creative. Like, I loved it back in the days, like 10, 12 years ago. 07, 08, Premier League, Serie A, 06, 07, footy. The cellys, beautiful. Work of art. It's just so, like, they use their imagination, so creative, so whatever. Nowadays, they just do the suey. Or they do that half sit. Like, when girls, they do like that half ass sink selfie thing to the thing like that. That's what these guys do. They do the Ronaldo half ass sit on the stands like this and looking. Okay, Nacho, I'm talking to you, buddy. If you're listening to the podcast, and I know that you are, so you're making me have a stroke. I can't even talk properly. This is for you, buddy. Guys, just stop doing that. It's so. Continue with the shithousery. Footy needs more shithousery. It needs it. It needs it. Do it. Continue. I love it. But y'all need to stop with the Ronaldo cellys. Need to stop. I had enough. I can't sleep at night. I have night terrors. Like, it's just no. Just don't. Stop, please. Please. Just stop. We gotta do a campaign for $1 a day. You can just imagine like those like African kids like campaigns like for $1 a day. You can save $1 can feed him for his full week. You know what I mean? But why can't we do that with like footy sellies? Like do like an anti-Ronaldo selly thing. Like stop for $1 a day. You can stop Garnacho looking like an idiot doing the sui. You know what I mean? Like it's so simple. Why don't we just do that? We should do that. Moving on to mozzarella cheese, Monza against Milan. Zlatan was pissed. He was so mad. So mad. That guy was so happy, shaking hands. Oh, I think I'm having caravan outside. No, okay, never mind. Anyways, he was so happy and so like shaking hands, fist bumping, hugging the players, getting going because that's what he was brought in. He was brought more of like kind of a leadership, kind of like a glorified cheerleader, behind the scenes and stuff like that, help with management stuff like that. But after the game, whoo, boy was mad. He was pissed. I'm sure he flipped tables for sure. I mean, when they won the Scudetto, Italia and Milan, what he did that, right? But he'd probably be like, Milan merda, or whatever IKEA Italian bullshit he said. Whatever, who cares, right? But he was pissed. He was so mad. That guy was so mad. And rightfully so. I mean, guys, you shouldn't be losing against Mazza. You shouldn't. I mean, obviously, you guys are owned by the same people. Yeah, bullshit. No one cares. But you guys shouldn't be. And Padre Bio, what are you doing benching both Rafael Leao and why? And Giroud. Why benching both of them? Okay, if they're injured, okay, whatever. But like, if they're both injured, okay, at least put at least one on. Start one at least. They can do it. They wanted to play. And then he got very, ballsy with Jovic. I mean, okay, Jovic, super sub, whatever. But this is the problem with super subs. They don't, you get so lucky with them or whatever. They can't, I just find they can't start. Every time they start, they just shit the bed. You're a super sub for a reason. Yeah, okay. It's good to start the guy, but he came in as a free. Who cares? Like, put him as a super sub. Like, I take Giroud over Jovic any day of the week. Sorry. Like, I take Nonno. I would take Nonno. I would take the French Nonno with his Depends over the young Jovic. I don't care. Sue me, man. I don't give a shit. So, yeah, it literally bit them in the ass. He got the red card, too, which was stupid. It was dumb. But yeah, no, they shouldn't be losing games like this. So, again, Inter, rightfully so, Inter are running with the league. You guys are like, oh, what did we do wrong? Well, and again, rightfully so if they do sack Padre Pioli. Rightfully so. He's been there for quite a while. His kind of magic is kind of fading away a little bit, and I think it's time for a fresh face, fresh leadership face, and we'll see what happens, right? Hopefully it does, work out for them. All right, moving up to the Prem and the underdogs this weekend. Craziness. I mean, we had Nottingham Forest beating West Ham. We had Wolves beating Tottenham. Can we talk about, okay, Spurs? Come on. Spurs fans, come here. Come here. Okay. Come here for a second. Okay. Listen. What is going on? That's it. No more excuses. No more excuses. I don't want to hear a peep. I don't hear nothing. Oh, but we had Sonny going to the Asian Cup. He went to the Jackie Chan Cup. No. No. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I don't want to hear it. Oh, we don't have Kane anymore. No, stop. Stop. Enough. You guys picked up some players over the summer, okay? You got Timo. You got the German Timo, okay? You got a good squad. There should be no excuses now. You guys should be qualifying for Champions League. You guys are sitting at 5th now. Europa's not good enough. I don't give a shit what it is. And this is a Man City fan telling you guys. It's unacceptable. Any Man City fan could care less. But you guys, I got a low-key hard on for you guys. I don't know what it is. Don't know why. But you guys this should be a cakewalk for you guys. Wolves have been giving people a hard time. But come on, guys. Wolves is a cakewalk, guys. Come on. And you had Sonny back, I'm pretty sure. Like, I didn't watch the game, but I watched a bit of the game. But you had Sonny back. Like, he was kind of like in the box, kind of like smiling and like laughing with everybody. That was a cute moment. But anyways, no. Stop. This needs to stop. You guys need to qualify for Champions League. You got Ange, okay? You got the big man. You got the big boss Australia, okay? He's a good guy. Don't do this then. Do not do this to him. Do not get him sacked. For the love of footy, please don't. Stop it. Man United, Luton Town. Now, Hoyland, who is this guy? Like, this guy looks like he can be a perfect candidate for a proactive commercial. This guy's on fire, man. This guy's on fire. Okay? Was it 6 goals in a row or something like that? Like, it's just crazy, and it's good. And it for a club that was struggling, a club that was kind of facing turmoil. It was, again, they're not out of the woods yet. You know, Man United fans, don't be all happy. Like, you're not out of the woods yet. You're still gonna struggle. You're still gonna have a shit time and stuff like that. You guys should have beaten Luton Town a little bit more, maybe more goals, like maybe 4-5-1, not 2-1. Like, that was a little shaky there, a little bit there. So I don't say keep it up because you're my rivals. However, treat Holland with respect because that guy came from City A. Okay, see, and then they said City A players can't do shit at the Prem. Hey, there's an example. He didn't have to be Italian. He's a City A player. We can dominate. We can play ball. We can play ball in your turf, in your Kickincleats turf. You know what I mean? We can do it. We can do it. Ooh, Man City and Chelsea. That, and again, I hate to say this because I'm a City fan, but Chelsea should have run away with that game. They should have won that game. They were all over them. Holland played like shit. It was like, and then Sterling with that goal, he low key wanted to. I think one of these days soon, it's coming. It's due. It's long overdue. Sterling, he's gonna sell you. He's gonna do a celly. He did a half a celly. He did half a hard on. Just half. Just one of these, little smile, a little bit. He didn't want to celebrate it, but he did a little bit. Yeah, I think he was mean to do that. Just a tad bit. A lot of bullshit calls too for this game. A lot of stop and goal. It's like watching American football. Oh my God, it was just a bunch of BS. And then Rodri, begging that goal deflection in, and I think it's rightfully so. I think what Pep said, he's the best midfielder, in the modern day. I wouldn't say maybe best CDM. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne to me is the best, but Rodri he's just he makes every coach foam out of the mouth. Like, he'd be every coach's CDM's dream to have. Like, forget about Fabinho, forget about all these other schmucks that play in the modern game. I mean, this guy's just he's a killer. He's a weapon. He's a weapon, literally a weapon. The title's got to go to Livy. It's got to go to Liverpool. I mean, we look at the game 4-1 against Brentford. We move on over to that game. I mean, those guys, again, it's Brentford, an easy cakewalk game, but these guys they gel so well. They play well. Klopp knows how to use his substitutes well. I mean, for him to win the Premier League, I think it'd be a good fairy tale ending for him to leave, Liverpool. And then amongst other, still early, there's still other titles that he can win, right? So if you can win that plus more, it's a bonus, right? But I think the Premier League, I think it's rightfully deserved for them. They play well. They gel well. Anytime they have an injury scare, they know how to fill in the holes. They have really good depth. So I think that it's I hate to say it again. They need to win it. They need to win it again. Arsenal and Burnley again. Arsenal, even though they bottled the league once again, which I think they're going to do it again. They're known for that. But again, you can't take anything away from them that they're a great team as well. Arteta's doing a great job with the lads. Obviously massacring Burnley 5-0. I mean, it's just craziness. I think that Arsenal need to kind of keep going forward. And not kind of give up these garbage points or garbage kind of goals, and just kind of keep going with that. Moving on to La Liga. I know that's Mexican, but whatever. Tacos are tacos, okay? Whatever. Leave me alone. Anyways, Barcelona. Very good for Barcelona. Every time I say Barcelona, I want to go to Barcelona. Barcelona beating Celta de Vigo 2-1, and they needed that win. Even though Xavi's leaving and everything like that, but I think that the Camp Nou would just set aflame. They would just riot. They would just riot in there. It would just be insane. But yeah, so Lewandowski, good to see him scoring again. It's very good to see him kind of getting back in that prime. And kudos and hats off to Xavi with that that picture. think it was like what Lad's podcast. They kind of just did a meme of it, of him just looking into the camera, just so ice cold. And someone said like, "Oh, it looks like an office picture from the office, like Michael Scott moment," right? So that was pretty funny. That was a good hoot there. Um, Atletico Madrid blowing past Las Palmas 5-0. And then today we have Athletic Club and Corona at 3 o'clock. But can we talk about Real Madrid though? Tying against Real Flacano. What are you doing? What are you doing? No. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing this because clubs like Atletico, Barca, they're gonna come up. Corona, they're gonna come up. Don't be the Leafs. Do not again off topic a little bit, but don't be the Leafs. Do not be the Leafs. Okay. Don't be taking your foot off the gas pedal in your Fiat and then kind of just blowing off the Liga title. You got it, okay? You got a good lead. Don't screw around. I hate when clubs do, even though they're not my team, I hate when clubs do that. I mean, good for me in Atletico, but I know Atletico's not going to win it. But stop doing that. Enough. Stop. League 1. We're going to talk about League 1. Uber Eats. I mean, come on. How can we take your league seriously if you're sponsored by Uber Eats? Can we just talk about that for a second? Like, where, like, could you imagine, like, Hakbi Haklabar Halakhala, the owner of, like, Uber Eats, negotiating a deal with, like, League 1? He's like, my friend, listen, my friend, I will give you a limited supply of. If you watch the video, I'm kind of doing like an Iraqi kind of Donald Trump. My friend, listen here, listen. I will give you a limited Uber Eats for your whole life. Something so stupid, like a stupid deal, which these guys have so much money. They don't need Uber Eats. And like, done, do it now, sign it. I don't care. Like, just so random. So random. Alrighty. So yeah, Lyon. I mean, very good to see Lyon out of the relegation zone. It's still early though. They could fall back down. But them beating Nice, whatever you want to call them. Kind of blowing Nice's kind of title races against PSG. Now PSG looks like they're gonna win it, obviously, but Nice was kind of like that dark horse. Like, hey, are they gonna win it? Are they gonna become like a Lille? A couple seasons back where they won it with Jonathan David and stuff like that. Which Jonathan David, buddy, again, if you're watching this, and I know that you are, you better leave this summer, man. You better leave. Huh. Swear to God. If not, then I'm gonna be calling you the Mr. Victory Lap or something like that. This is like the jock that just wants to stay. It's like the guy, the jock from high school, who graduated from high school barely, and just stayed in his hometown. Just never left. Didn't move. Like, you can move and come back, that's fine. But he just like never left. Never left. That's Jonathan David right there. PSG and Nantes. Obviously, easy one for PSG. Again, looks like they're going to be winning the league yet again. And Marseille. Oof. Marseille. Another club who's going through multiple managers this season. Again, not a good look. Not a good look. They just sacked Gattuso. And again, yeah, if you're losing against teams that are named after women body parts, I mean, don't get me wrong. We love whatever this team's name is, Brass. We love them. Don't get me wrong. We love them. Thumbs up. But come on, you should be losing to a team like this. I mean, they're not a very, not because of the name. Relax, guys. They're just not a high-profile club. I mean, like Marseille. Marseille have got high-caliber players compared to Brest. They know how to work well the counterattacks. They're tight on the back. I mean, there should be no excuse. And Brest got a red card. That was your perfect opportunity to bang in at least a goal, at least to tie it. So, I mean, it could have been a mutiny afoot there. I mean, Gattuso can be harsh, especially to the modern-day football. He doesn't like how a lot of modern-day footballers, they're on their phones and they have their, they live that modern lifestyle. Gattuso's very old school, so I guess that kind of affected that. Or it could have been other things, right? It could have been just owners. It could have been a lot of things. We don't know what happens behind closed doors, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with this new coach. He's a nonno. He's literally a nonno. This guy's 7 years old. I forget his name, but like this guy, he breathes Depends. Like, I think he's the Depends poster boy. The new Marseille coach. He's definitely he's definitely sponsored by Depends, or like he's the new Depends sponsor, like poster boy for sure, 100%. Like, this guy's ready to like die any moment. He's like the new Biden. He's the Biden of Ligue 1. Now let's talk about the main kind of headline, the main topic of today's episode. According to reports, Thierry Henry, former Arsenal legend, and now CBS, TV pundit. He does work with the Belgian national team as well. He is interested in coaching the Canada national team. Whew. Take it. Guys, we should be foaming out of the mouth. We should be kissing this guy's feet. We should be telling him, take the job, dude. Take the job, okay? Johnny Farghese over there, or Mauro Bordapello mushrooms, or whatever you want to call it, it's not working out, okay? Poor guy. He's doing his best. He's got experience. He can't do it. Sorry, scusa, fellow paisan, but it's not for you, buddy, okay? It's not for me either. What do I know? But it's not for you, okay? Again, we can't go for big guys like, Ancelotti. Let's be real here. Yeah, he teased us a little bit. Gave us a little bit blue balls about, joining the Canada national team. That's never going to happen, okay? Come on, guys. Let's be real. But a guy like Thierry Henry, okay, he's got club experience. He's got international experience. He can do it. And all you guys are like, oh, well, I don't think so. It's a good look for him. I don't think it's good for us. We don't want him. No. We don't. I don't think it's going to be good. What are you talking about? Beggars can't be choosers, dude. You're never going to have a guy like him or a more profile person in the world of footy come to your door, knock on your door, and be like, hey, what's going on there, bud? You're looking for a new coach? You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to happen. And you guys want to go for Bobby? You want to go for the Greek Santa Claus? Bobby Shalukish? Or it sounds like a disease, his last name. I don't know. The Greeks, man. Greeks in a monopoly last names. Pelopoulos, Malacca, Lapalipolis, Lupus. I don't know, man. Why? But why? And the guy's crying too. He's like, why haven't I got the job yet? I want the job. Bobby, you know why you haven't got the job yet? Because you coach in the CPL. I'm not disrespecting the CPL. Great league. Support York United. Let's go. But come on. You've been with the same team for 100 years, man. You haven't gone to Europe. Okay? You haven't gone other places. You haven't gone to these Sigma or whatever you coached or whatever. Like, come on, guy. Like, no. Of course we're going to go with someone Thierry Henry. We should be going for Thierry Henry. I mean, okay, if we fail, we fail. Okay? Whatever. I'm not saying Thierry Henry is a better coach than Bobby or Bobby's a better coach than Thierry Henry. I'm not saying that. It's just like, if you look at the resume, you look at that kind of the name. I'm kind of more basing off the names, which is, I know it's kind of bad to base it off of just names, but it'd be great because Terry can learn from us and we can learn from Terry. You know what I mean? With Bobby's in there, he's like, rah, 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 rah. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be more of a power struggle and stuff like that. And I think Terry, he's got that good balance. He knows when to be tough, but he knows when to be a coach. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like we're going to get more of a positive push, from Thierry Henry. I feel like, again, him coaching in Europe, him playing in Europe, he's got best of both worlds and stuff like that. Yes, okay, Bobby's got the whole, he developed these now Canadian stars like Buchanan and Lauren and all that stuff. Okay, cool, perfect. That's great. But, I don't know, man. Just because you want a silver plate here in Canada, down in Hamilton, the armpit of the GTA, I don't know, man. That's not impressive to me. I don't know. Everyone's like, well, he served the Canadian Soccer Association so well. So what? We need to stop playing nice, guys. We need to stop playing the easy route. Okay, we need to stop doing that. Now, in this situation, it was different. Okay, intern, whatever. But now that we have an opportunity to sign a decent coach, I mean, we can go for Bobby any day of the week. It's fine. We can go home for whatever, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever. He's still going to be there. He's still going to be there waiting by his phone like a fucking Tinder date leaving you on red. He's still going to be waiting. He's still going to be waiting no matter what. Okay? No hard feelings. Even though he can play the tough guy, oh, I don't care about Canada, job, and the second they breathe. Canada job, you're like, oh, I'm there. Sign me up. And that Greek Santa Claus is gonna be flying there. Okay, so guys, just give Thierry Henry a chance. And again, I could be wrong. You guys could be saying, "Oh, this guy knows nothing about soccer. This guy knows nothing about footy, man." Whatever. If that's the case, cool. That's your opinion on it. But I think we're never gonna get an opportunity like this again. I know, I get it. Henry's not a big guy, but he's a big name. He's a big name. We got to give him some credit, guys. We got to give him something. Even though he did get sacked and whatever, we got to give him a chance. Bobby can wait. We can give that job to Bobby anytime. So, guys, that's it for today's episode, okay? Like I always say, manja, bebe, fregadene, we out.